Toei Animation. I know for a fact they're probably one of the richest anime studios in Japan. They own Dragon Ball Z. They own One Piece. And they have enough money to dish out 50 episodes for World Trigger. I know for a fact Toei Animation has a lot of money. And the thing that makes me question a lot of things is, why is something like this in World Trigger? That scene right there specifically was the full screen I saw in World Trigger. I didn't zoom in to make it look bad. It was literally the full screen of World Trigger. Now, I'm just going to be straight out honest, okay? Little animation derps are fine every so often. That is completely fine. Animation derps, art derps, that happens. That straight up happens when it comes to anime. But, Toei Animation. I see stuff like this every single episode, and it's getting more and more apparent. And the thing is, it's starting to bug me a little bit, because I have actually looked at the manga of World Trigger, and the art style of World Trigger looks fucking ridiculous. It looks really damn good. It does. The manga looks like anime style at some points. And so, I'm questioning right now, what the hell is up, Toei? Like, you have so much damn money, but you can't, properly budget World Trigger. I just don't understand that. Like, how does something like that happen? Look, freaking Yuma in that picture has black eyes. He does not have black colored eyes. He has red eyes. That's one massive, like, what the fuck there. And then the background in of itself is just so plain and dull along with Yuma. I mean, how hard was that to draw? I mean, I'm not an artist. Don't get me wrong. I can't draw worth shit. But when it comes to professional artists, you should have some form of standards. Like, did the director of this episode look at that like, oh, yep, that's fine? I'm just curious. Okay? Because I see this type of stuff, the pictures I just showed you, a lot. I see that a lot, almost every single episode of World Trigger. And it's bugging me because this series is damn good. The plot is fucking good. I'm loving the characters. I'm loving the progression. I'm even loving the pacing. The pacing is amazing. But why can't Toei Animation give the budget it deserves? I really, really hope Toei Animation does not get their hands on Boku no Hero Academia. I really, really hope they don't. I also don't want A1 Pictures to get a hold of it either, but still. Just to see what I'm seeing here done with World Trigger, when I've seen some manga panels and manga chapters of World Trigger compared to something like that, it's just like, oh my god. Okay, anyways. Now that I got past that, let's just talk about this episode of World Trigger. It's a damn good episode. It is a straight up good episode of World Trigger. It is. I have no problems besides, the animation and art budget they are currently using for this series. The progress of this episode sets up, once again, a lot of things. From what we find out is that there is going to be a tournament. That is exactly what is coming up. For instance, our new recruits, Chika and Yuma, are going to be participating in a C-rank border agent tournament. And they are going to be competing to move up to the next rank, like B rank, like with Osamu. So, this overall episode sets up that along with, like, a mini training arc. So, I'm guessing we're getting into a training arc at the moment because you have where Osamu, you have where Yuma and Chika are getting their training. And there's a lot of different things with this episode that really stands out. For one thing, Yuma. Yuma, his mentor, that is Konami, I love her. I love her personality. I love her fucking voice actor. Ray is an amazing voice actor. Love Ray so much. Oh my god. But anyways, Konami pretty much gets 9 wins and 1 loss against Yuma in this episode. And Yuma, so far from what we've seen for the course of this series, Yuma is a monster. Just straight up a monster. He's badass. And of course, he's not the strongest character. I know for a fact he can't possibly be the strongest character because we saw what happened in the past when, pretty much his real body got wrecked so hard. So, I'm just kind of shocked to see how one of his mentors, or one of the people that work underneath Jin, are technically that strong. So I wonder exactly how strong Jin is if, Yuma got messed up that bad. So another thing too, Chika. Chika pretty much finds out her role in this episode. We find out that Chika is going to be the sniper of the combatants. That, Yuma, Osamu, and, herself. Like, what role she's going to play. She is going to be a sniper, and if I had to bet, I'm willing to bet that Yuma is going to be the, like the assaulter, whatever, the up-close personal fighter, and then the gunner is going to be the, Osamu. Osamu is definitely going to be the gunner. Since that right now. So, besides that, the episode, it introduces a bunch of characters, for instance, characters from the squad that Jin was waiting for to return, and for the most part, my first impressions, all of them, they're really nice, they're really cool, and I had to wait for a couple episodes to see their overall development, but they're pretty interesting characters. That was pretty much it of this episode of World Trigger, so tell me your thoughts in the comments below. I love you all so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.